Here's the thing. So I didn't want to make this video. I don't think anybody really wants to go out and make a video like this. Hell, I had a completely different intro planned for this video. But with the recent release of the Canon R100, I have something to say, and I'd like to start off with a message directly to Canon. Imagine this for a second. The year is 2023, and Canon has unveiled their newest entry-level crop sensor camera. Aimed at beginners, the R100, the Rebel, features the 24.1 megapixel sensor from the Canon M50, which was released 5 years ago, the exact same Digigate processor, which is also 5 years old, and the same 2.36 million dot OLED EVF, and even cropped 4K video. The features of this camera also include a non-articulating screen. It has no touch controls whatsoever, no joystick or thumb wheel to be found, no streaming capabilities, and absolutely no image stabilization. And you can get all of this for the low cost of $479.99 US for the body. In all seriousness, Canon has this market cornered, but it feels bad. And I'm not going to compare this camera or talk about the specs or anything like that. Again, the market is theirs. But it just doesn't feel like a gateway camera, does it? It feels more like a gatekeeping camera. If I can just quote one of my favorite artists right now, a YouTuber by the name of Cam Mackey.
Canon doesn't care about us.
Sorry, Pete. Canon has made such a statement to me with this camera, with this release. They took their old and they made a recycled Canon M50 and then took away anything that a beginner wouldn't even think to ask for. See, Canon doesn't want you to grow with your camera, with your gear. Canon wants you to outgrow that gear and then buy their next piece of crap. And if you don't believe me, just take a look at the EOS R lineup. There's no C-Log 2 in any of those cameras. For those of you that don't know, this is essentially a low contrast, desaturated color profile that videographers can shoot with to maximize their dynamic range, which is how dark the darks can get with the brights still being bright. And C-Log 2 is Canon's best profile to maximize dynamic range, but they keep C-Log 2 reserved for their cinema line, which is the trashiest thing ever when a company like Sony is out here like,
yeah, take everything we got, take it all. We're not updating your firmware though.
But at least with my Sony FX6 and my FX3, which share the same sensor by the way, I can shoot both in S-Log3, which is Sony's profile for maximum dynamic range, and then I can match those cameras in post-production. This alone gets me jobs. I can shoot 2 camera setups, which can be extremely valuable to clients. Who the fuck is out here buying 2 of the same camera that cares about this damn video? I know that I'm ranting, but I'm also very serious. Think about what you're supporting when you buy from a brand that sells a camera with the same specs as one that they released 5 years ago and then removes features. Now, I'd get it if the cost of the tech that they removed had gone up, but it hasn't. It's actually gotten cheaper. So the profit margin of the Canon R100 is actually bigger than what it was on the M50. It's almost laughable. But I can't laugh knowing that people support this kind of BS. We have to vote with our dollar. If we don't buy it, they won't make it. And if we do buy it, then they'll find ways to do the same with the other things that they make. We should tag Cam Mackey and see if we can't get his attention on this one. I think he'll get a kick out of it. Anyway, I'm Jared. Thanks for watching. I appreciate your time and attention today. Unless you work at Canon, then you can go yourself, and I hope that I wasted a bunch of your time. Hey, isn't this sick? Look at that. It's a Pocket 6K. Not a 6K Pro, a Pocket 6K. Got all sorts of stuff going on. If you think I should talk about it, you should let me know. Unless you work at Canon.